It is time for the fifth and final game of the MLG Spring Championship in StarCraft 2. Polt versus Hyun. It all comes down to this.
Back and forth games again and again and again. Players trading evenly. Hyun winning the most recent game and winning game 2. Polt winning games 1 and 3. Can Polt close it out? Can Hyun manage to stay strong against every strategy that Polt is throwing at him? Hyun seems to have an answer. Hyun seems to be stable, but the only man who seems to have the strategies to crack him is Polt.
And that's the big question. Can he do it? Hyun has just sort of masked his aggression and just shoved Polt away from victory, and that's how he's captured his 2 games. Can he do it here on a map, one that I haven't even seen here yet, up on the main stage? And here we go. Sean, let's introduce our players.
My heart is pounding. I cannot wait to see what these 2 players have in store. Spawning down in the bottom left-hand corner, known to be a king of online tournaments, but has never seized a major live championship. Can he get his first huge win today? Make some noise for Quantic Hyun!
And in the northeast position as the blue Terran, played amazing game number 1. The entire tournament he has been on fire, balancing school and the game for some time, and now trying to complete the Triple Crown with a North American major title. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for CM Storm's Polt!
It looks like we're going to be seeing a Reaper opening out of Polt. Makes sense. It's extremely safe, extremely conservative. So many odd things happen in a player's head when they're tied in the final game. They know it all comes down to just a couple of missed decisions and they could lose it, or a couple great decisions and they could win it. We see a lot of failed cheeses happening in game number 5. We see a lot of players choke. We see some of the clutchest comebacks from players like Life, but these 2 finally have had this moment for one of the first big times. I mean, Polt has won major championships, but when he wins, he tends to dominate. It is so nerve-wracking to go to a final game number 5.
It is. It's just, you know, in some cases, you think about everything that you did to work up to that point, and it really comes down to just a single game. You have to forget everything that happened throughout the whole tournament, every victory, every loss, and focus and concentrate on just the one game that will secure you victory. And although that might be such a simple concept, when you think about going through this tournament and going through the bracket, and suddenly the whole tournament just comes down to that.
I mean, human physiology can be your own worst enemy when you're in the final matches. You're getting pumped full of adrenaline. Your brain starts to race with all the thoughts of what you could do if you win, of all the things that frustrated you if you lost, but you can't let those voices sneak in. You have to remain in control of yourself in a final game 5 situation. Polt adding on Reaper number 2, getting his command center up. He's going to be going for standard space control. Reapers and Hellions to keep creep spread back. Hyun, no geysers. Both players want to go for the late game.
And with this coming in, you know, the Reaper's going to hit at such a great time. The Queens are only halfway done. It means that a few Zerglings are going to have to come out. Of course, we have a Queen at each of the hatchery, pretty typical, but he could potentially take out a couple of Lynx here. Great control so far from Hyun. What he's really waiting for is that Queen. Oh my gosh, some fantastic Zergling control. The first blood comes out on that Zergling, and this Reaper is finally going to be kicked out of the base.
He heads home. Command center nearing completion. Factory coming up. 4 Queens for Hyun. Look at the mini-map. You can see how far away the third bases are for Hyun. A 4-queen play makes a lot of sense here. He needs to spread out quickly, but the one thing that isn't going to make a lot of sense is delaying the Zergling speed. We have seen Hyun delay that Zergling speed almost every single time. A pair of Reapers are going to pop up, realize that cliffs are not going to be their friends. They can't see up it.
Oh, no, he's going to get it done. Oh, this Zergling's so close to getting this SCV. Oh my gosh, they were seconds away. And I mean, look at what it's out for Polt. The couple of Reapers. Now, believe it or not, the Reapers are actually have to be recalled back home. Just because of these slow Zerglings that will now split off and send their attention of the Reapers elsewhere.
Very, very nice play from both of them. You see at how high level both these players are playing. Look at that. Instant starport from Polt. He's going to try to get up the Vikings to clear out space. Very odd play, but one that we saw him use in game number 1, and I'm sure you guys remember game number 1.
Yes, it was a remarkable game. Now we got the Reapers coming back in again with some Hellions accompanying this.
He wants the Reapers to take the damage and say heal. So we can pull back. He's adding on more. There's the Viking coming up. Weird play. Very, very weird. Don't see any Terran players doing this often. But
I mean, it's great, right? Like, if you, what sort of a state do you put your opponent into if their almost guaranteed scouting method is gone right away? I really like that style.
It's very, very cool, and it's going to work great on this map where there's a lot of spread. There's a lot of lateral motion that you want to be throwing out with those overlords. And I think Polt's realizing, or excuse me, I think Hyun's realizing, wait a minute, my creep spread is quite a ways away. Am I going to lose this hatchery to space control units? He's bringing all his queens together. It might even have to come down to some transfuses. And it looks like, no, he's going to be playing conservatively, and there the Viking moves up to the north side.
Yep, already finding its first overlord. It's not done attacking this hatchery quite yet. Of course, now that it's completed, can certainly help with the defense, but Queens getting transfused and some good damage coming out here, and most of the Queens now all at that third, which means no injects here at all on the natural. And the main, oh my gosh, the Hellions can go right past, there's nothing here. Oh, there is! Evo chamber for the block, drones getting in to put another 2 down.
He's trying to do round 2. Oh my god, is he going to break it in? Oh my goodness.
He's got to put it down. Oh, there's a creep tumor there.
A nightmare scenario. The drones getting in. Polt will be able to roast all of them. What a sophisticated play, busting into the main base. No queens are there. And Marcus, those are lining up.
They are lining up. Drones are going down left and right. 15 workers killed, up to 17. Finally, the units of Polt are starting to fall, but he just takes them into the natural, and he'll go to work on these as well. 18, 20 drones killed now, up to 21. And the number continues to climb. 23, and then, oh my god, such a huge impact on Hyun's economy.
Hyun has had a devastating blow dealt to him back into the main base. The queens aren't there. The attack continues. 28. How will he be able to broach 30? It looks like the answer is no, but 28, plenty to deal. The Viking gonna get his 3rd overlord kill. And meanwhile, look at the front. Polt, he is loaded up. 4 mines. 3 Marauders, 2 Marines. That left expansion is his 2nd target.
The Baneling nest went down immediately. It went down immediately after that.
2 Baneling nests. Oh my gosh. Hyun, nerves getting to him.
No. Yeah, that one's actually already halfway complete.
Polt's getting a little anxious too. Hasn't gotten any add-ons to the barracks in his main base. Looks like he is completely preoccupied with this drop up north. But there's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's only 4 roaches. There's only 4 roaches, and there they are.
Oh, he pulls back his Widow Mines, gets into a better position. If he can take out a few more drones, that hatchery already at a quarter of health. It's going to get 1 transfused. The drones are going to be coming out as well. Don't forget those Widow Mines are right there. And the hatchery, is it going to fall? Yes!
He gets it down!
Polt's Widow Mines even doing some additional damage to the units that are out here. They're reset based on from those broodlings, and he'll pick up those medevacs and get out of there. Another 3rd is being established, but Hyun's economy is in shambles right now. It's actually 56 SCVs to 42 drones, but of course, that means a whole lot of units weren't made.
But I mean, Polt, clearly totally shaken up by the amount of adrenaline in his system right now. Throwing down an additional 3 barracks. He's throwing down another command center. His money skyrocketed because his macro fell apart. I mean, the anxiety of trying to control that Hellion Reaper play, knowing that it could be the killing blow, is a little bit too much. Polt does lead the supply count. Hyun looks like he might be able to close the distance, but it's going to all change now that Polt is making Marines 9 at a time.
Yeah, that's absolutely insane. There's a couple of, and who knows what we're going to get added on to these 3 additional racks that aren't even in production yet. We've got 1 on the way. Do we have the armory down? It's almost being, it's almost finished getting completed. The 4th base for Hyun is going back up at the same time that the 3rd is. So he's just off of these 2 bases right now and sitting on 51 drones at this point.
Oh my gosh, Polt, very late on his stim. but not forgetting to control expansions. We see the Roach Queen Force show up. Polt lifts up. No man left behind. Although he is pushing that. That's a very nearly dead medevac, but
look at the mine coverage all over here from
Watching
Polt.
it all.
Every single hallway, every single front entryway is completely covered.
oh my god.
Yes, it's remarkable.
Baneling's speed was forgotten last game, but Zergling's speed is forgotten this game.
No.
No Ling speed for Hyun. Polt is going for standard bio mine. Ling's so essential to let those mines detonate. Polt's not going to give him that chance. But God, Polt forgot combat shield. There it is.
Wow. It's on its way, but the Widow Mine's coming down. We've got a split of forces right now. Hyun has mostly concentrated his focus on this drop in the northern section, but look at the Bioforce moving forward. Completely naked expansion here, and the Widow Mines are going to get down into a defensive position. This hatchery is most certainly going to fall.
The manipulations by Polt pushing Hyun every which way. All the units at the wrong side, and the Lings are too slow. They can't get there in time, and suddenly Hyun realizes, oh my god, my main is exposed. But there's the scan from Polt. His units are beginning to join together. Combat shield nearing completion. 10 Marines, 3 Marauders at a time. Yet another command center. Polt's macro is in perfect condition. The speed for the Zerglings not quite done. +2 Carapace may very well fall for Zerg. Hyun also having his northern base assaulted.
Yeah, and it's going to go down here. The Banelings are coming out. A few Marines are sacrificed, but most of the units take out by that front Widow Mine. Now, if he gets these Widow Mines inside the natural of Hyun, it's going to be bad.
Oh,
here
no.
comes the Force. There's only 1 or 2 Banelings. He moves back, and a lot of the bio takes some damage. There's still a few Widow Mines remaining. He's got to pick up and get out of there.
Hyun might feel like he's managed to stay alive, but the north base is gonna fall, and it goes down again.
Keeping him to just 2 bases, Sean, and has to be incredibly frustrating. The moment he gets 1 base established, he's swinging in from the bottom side and taking that base out, and then another one gets up, and his economy has been suffering considerably as a result.
Oh my gosh, an enormous push in the middle. The creep spread getting shoved back. Hyun trying to regather his forces, trying to get more roaches up. The front is exposed. There's nothing. Oh, jeez, 32 Banelings.
If he gets the Widow Mines up here, though, at this choke, that's going to be so hard for Hyun to deal with. I mean, getting these bio
the
forces.
evolution chamber +2 is almost done. It's 10 seconds away, and it does not finish. It's 1-1.
Here come the
He's got to
Banelings.
avoid the Banelings.
And the big hits do come out. Some great spreading. They're still continuing to come in. Only no more Widow Mines are remaining, and there's just a few
The top
forces.
left expansion is picked off.
And he's going for the one just underneath it as well. It's not even finished up yet. He did manage to take away and deflect everything from the front, but now he's still got to get a 3rd base up.
He's loading up. He refuses to lose those units. The damage dealt from the early Hellion Reaper assault. He has carried it all the way till now. Hyun, desperate, throws down his Roach Warren. As his Roach Warren has fallen, it is only Lings, and they are 1-1 against the 2-2 bio of Polt. Polt picking off the Queens in mid. The Marauder drops at the top, still going strong. A 5th or 4th base lifts for Polt. Polt moves into the natural yet again.
Oh, I mean, it's just such a terrible position, and it's such a great position for Polt. He's going to spread himself out here in case any Banelings rolling in, but there aren't even that many to defend this. More buildings going down. The reinforcing units are getting killed on their way in. He could be taking out the natural as well, completely crippling Hyun. And we're going to see Polt take it as the spring championship.
Polt storms the front, the natural falls, the 3rd base is going down. The Marauder drops continue to rip it down.
GG! Polt is your MLG Spring Champion for StarCraft 2.
3 days, 128 players. Polt proving that with university and dedicated practice, he can still be a champion. Hyun pushed him to the limit, but it wasn't enough, ladies and gentlemen. 2nd place goes to Quanta Hyun, but the champion of MLG 2013 Spring is CM Storm's Polt!
Polt also joins the likes of MMA, MVP, and Life, who have all earned themselves a triple crown, winning an event in Europe, an event in North America, an event in Korea. And now that list grows by 1 more. From CM Storm, give it up for your champion, Polt!
Marcus. That was a remarkable display of skill in every matchup, having a unique play style, having crazy builds, having perfect control when everything was on the line. I mean, when all those units are in Hyun's main, a single slip up and he's done. But no slip ups occurred for Polt as he went to the finish line. Congratulations again, a remarkable, remarkable run for the Spring Championships.
And guess what? You guys want to hear from the winner? I know you do. Let's shoot on over to Axel, who's with our winner, Polt.
Thank you so much, Marcus and Sean. Great job as always. I am here with our spring champion, Polt, and I have a question for you. Long, grueling tournament, 3 days, non-stop action, so many players you had to face, and now you are the champion. What does this mean to you?
It means very many things to me. First, it's been so long time to win a tournament for me. I think it was my recent winning tournament is 2012 February, so it's more than 1 year. So I thought I was in a kind of a slump, but I'm getting out of the slump, and I'm showing to my fans I'm still one of the best players in the world. That's
Polt, congratulations on your championship victory. And now I'd like to give you an opportunity to say anything you want to your sponsors, to your fans. This time is yours.
First, I want to say thanks to my sponsor CM Storm and Nos Energy Drink, and my manager and as a friend Andrew. He helped me so much, and also many players who practiced with me and advised me that, and other players like interviewer and photograph and every people. I want to say thank you to, and especially the most important one is my fans, because my fans were here and because they were cheering for me, I could have this trophy. Thank you.
Give it up for Polt! Guys, that wraps it up for this MLG. I just want to thank all of you for coming, all the spectators, all the players, all the production staff in the back. Aren't they amazing? The USA flags, are you kidding me? Great job to them. All the casters, Day 9, DJ Wee, Total Biscuit, Axlab. I'll thank myself, I guess. I'm Axel Toss. It's been a blast, and we'll see you in Columbus, Ohio again. That's November 22nd through 24th. But again, thank you all so much for coming, and we'll see y'all next time. Have a great night.